You see,
Kill your speed and drive safely.
you see, RBS, Royal Bank of Scotland's made a little bit of a loss.
A loss? How many billion was it?
8.2.
8.2 billion. Oh, so they won't be paying any bonuses out this year?
No, they're still paying the bonuses
Oh,
out.
no, they can't do. They're owned by the public.
Yes. We see, this is all a big setup. RBS was deliberately bought, allegedly, by the public, so that then they can make a loss. And who makes the loss then? Oh, the public.
Of course they do.
Sounds to me like there's some dodgy stuff going off there.
So all these bankers are still getting paid their bonus even though they lost 8.2 billion?
Well, you see, it's to encourage them to do better. So,
Excuse me? Encourage them to do better? So how much are they going to pay them to do better?
millions.
Isn't it 570 something million?
Yeah, in bonuses, yeah. But here's the thing though. Now, if you can equate it the other way round, if you did a job and you didn't do very well, you won't get anything. If you did a job and you did really well, yeah, you might be entitled to a bonus.
Might get a pat on the back.
Yeah. But for banks, if you do well, you get a massive bonus. If you do really, really poorly, you get an even bigger bonus. That's how banks work.
We're in the wrong game, mate. We should have our own bank. Don't we have our own bank anyway? Aren't RBS owned by the public?
Well, if they paid them bonuses to help them to improve and do better, and it's owned by us, then shouldn't they be paying us bonuses as well then?
Oh yeah. How come the general public are not getting bonuses from the bank that lost 8.2 billion?
Well, you see, what they're going to do there is they're going to give us the deficit.
Oh, the deceit on the people?
Yes.
But Cameron said that we're a very wealthy nation. We've looked after our account books. Gideon Osborne has looked after our account books, hasn't he?
Oh, he looks after them very well.
He's got an open checkbook for Europe and Russia and other places.
Yes.
Well, something ain't quite right.
So, the banks again.
And where do the banks get their money from?
They just type it. Blah, blah.
Beep, 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 beep. That's an electronic deception, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't they call it economy?
Yes, or as we would really understand it, fraud.
It's not really economic, is it? But an E is electronic and a con is a deception.
Yeah.
Okay. Banks.
Well, you see...
Lose billions and then still get paid millions. Wonder where those millions come from if it lost all that money. How could it lose all this money if it didn't have the money in the first place? RBS. Really brilliant super.
Yes. Well, let's face it, if you can lose 8.2 billion and still give yourself a bonus, that's a good system.
I think they should double the bonuses.
Well, yeah.
But not for the bankers. For all the people that should be entitled to these benefits.
Oh no, though, they're cutting them. You see, because the poorest, it's so clear, it's the poorest's fault that RBS lost 8.2 billion. So let's cut their benefits, entitlements.
Of course it is, that's just ridiculous. Does it really feel like you've woken up on the wrong planet again today?
Well, that's the thing. This is a fantastic planet, but unfortunately the parasites at the moment are trying to destroy it.
Are negative other selves who only care about serving themselves. Proud to serve the people.
Proud to serve themselves.
Not the citizens or residents. RBS. You wouldn't Adam and Eve it, would you? I think we've said that before. We love you. We love you, RBS. And we love your shareholders as well. Would you like to share a bit with us and the rest of the people? Especially the disabled and sick who need this money. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, that would be the logical way to do things, but then when you understand how companies work, then it wouldn't. You know, because if what the anti-terrorist says is correct, then the more they pay out, the more profit they make. They get entitled to 8%, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
8% profit.
It's written in one of his books, Standing Under Freedom. Although I still can't find it, unless, of course, you've got a copy of the RBS contract with the government. Yeah. He said, AT says in his books that, say you're a telephone company, you need 100 telephone poles, right, in order to line one street. He's got a telephone pole company and he
Yeah.
charges £500 for them. I've got a telephone company and I charge £1,000 for them. Which one are you going to go to?
Well,
I think you'd go to the cheaper
logically,
one, wouldn't you? But they actually, all corporations go to the one that costs more, that costs £1,000. Because apparently they've written it into their contract that they make 8% on all expenditure. So the more they spend, the more money they make. We've still yet to see one of these contracts, of course. Try calling up for a big corporation and asking if you can have their contract with the government. They're not going to give it you, are they? See you, RBS. See you, everybody. We love you. Have a nice weekend. Anything else?
Have fun.
Be happy.
And don't let anything get you down.
Don't have any fear.
No.
Laugh at them.
Like, you were telling me about your mate, and he's having some dodgy dreams.
Oh yeah, he was having some dodgy dreams and he kept seeing all these evil characters and he just burst out laughing at them. They were very upset.